There are advantages and disadvantages of synchronous discussion. The advantages are mimics normal conversation, discussion takes place efficiently in real time, and can involve professional guests. There are also disadvantages here. First, all learners must be available at the same time. Discussion progresses quickly and depth of ideas may suffer. And slow typists may not participate as much. On the other hand, asynchronous discussion has also advantages and disadvantages. In the advantages, learners and teachers may log on at any time. There is adequate time to think through responses. While the disadvantages are, procrastinators may not get involved in some of the discussion, and lastly, postings may become very lengthy and time-consuming to read.
Advantages and disadvantages of online courses. Online courses have some unique advantages. Access to classes is even greater than with telecommunications classroom, since the learner does not have to leave home except for clinical learning. Convenience is maximized in asynchronous learning formats because the learner can learn anywhere and anytime. One of the greatest benefits of online courses is that they cause the participants to be active learners. Branching within the software programs is another advantage. Branching refers to the options the learner has available to move around in the learning sequence. He or she can skip over the familiar material, spend more time on the unfamiliar, and choose whatever sequence fits his or her learning style. Pacing relates to control of the timing of events. Some courses are totally learner-controlled with no deadlines. As compared to the ITV classes, online classes seem to have no problem with generating interaction among learners. Unfortunately, there are also some drawbacks on online learning. Most people agree that although online learning has its place, it is not an adequate substitute for the full rich experience of the classroom. Visual cues are absent, and in written discussion, it may be slightly distorted without a body language that goes with it. Although clarifications and feedback can be given, they are not usually immediate. The technology involved in delivering online courses may be a distinct drawback. Some learners do not own or have ready access to computers. Many, especially older learners, do not have the computer literacy skills they need to master a web-based course, even though they may think they do before they begin. Valuable course time may be lost while people try to learn the rudiments of the skills they need. They may not have enough memory, correct software, or peripheral devices such as a CD-ROM, and purchasing these products or what they need may be expensive in addition to their online charges. Various browsers learners use may present information differently and thus be confusing for them. Disadvantages also exist for teachers. Academic faculty who have had experience with teaching online courses often say they spend more time than they do teaching traditional classes. Some of that time is devoted to typing comments on students' written work that may take longer than jotting notes in the margins of a hard copy paper. Some faculty report that because it's so easy for students to send drafts of their papers, they end up writing and asking for feedback on more drafts than they would in a traditional course. Written email messages may take longer than would a face-to-face conversation in the classroom, and technology glitches may also add to a faculty workload. Uses of online education. Presently, most distance education online is taking place in colleges and universities. They are producing courses for undergraduate and graduate students with special emphasis in RN to BSN programs and advanced practice graduate programs. Many universities and for-profit companies are also developing continuing education courses for nurses. A quick search of the internet will reveal myriad courses for professional development in many specialties. Although there is a great deal of health-related information on the web, to date, there are few if any online courses designed for patient teaching. It is only a matter of time, though, before healthcare facilities or organizations decide that online courses are an effective means of providing patient and community education. Research on online courses. Research designed to test differences in level of learning between traditional and online learning have found at least equivalent learning as measured by course and examinations. Research have also found, not surprisingly, that online learning improves computer competency skills and professional socialization in distance education have demonstrated that socialization scores of distance learners are at least equivalent to the scores of learners in traditional programs. However, some found students were dissatisfied with the technology, some with a heavy workload, and some with the isolation from the teacher and other students. Research have just begun into the nature and quality of online discussion in web-based courses. Web-enhanced courses. Experienced faculty who have been involved with distance learning are realizing that since traditional education and online education both have strengths and weaknesses, they can build on the strengths of both by combining them. For example, a course may be primarily online, but students may be asked to come to classes or seminars on campus 2 or 3 times during the semester. Or a class may be primarily held on campus, but some work is done online throughout the semester. Web-enhanced courses may be involved giving students assignments related to websites, having an ongoing discussion group online, or giving some course materials via a course homepage. Having some face-to-face contact with students counteracts the disadvantages of lack of personal interaction and isolation. New ways of using the internet or telecommunications for education are still evolving. It is important for educators to keep abreast of changing technology and its potential for learning purposes.
Go to Mylene's Facebook or any of the crew's Facebook and confirm us that you were able to view the presentation. MyleneSB92@yahoo.com. If we have confirmed, we will send to you individually the evaluation through a URL or Uniform Resource Locator. Answer the questions into said URL and send your answer via personal message to Mylene's Facebook account. The answer you send is considered to be your attendance. The time for sending your personal message is from 4:30 p.m. up to 8 o'clock p.m. Wednesday, May 5, 2010. Failure to do will have no points. This evaluation is considered to be a quiz. Questions, clarifications, reactions, and comments, feel free to comment us on our Facebook. Expect that we, the group, will be online at those said times.
Well, that's all for today.
Thank you for watching bsn2g.
We hope that you learned something from us.
And we hope you enjoyed our presentation.
Once again, this is Myline Pecasales.
I am Jaime Nataya. I'm Jeffrey Kinisala.
I'm Jose Ray Baklibar Jr.
Now,
Signing off.